Um, so it's been a while since I last spoke to you, and now here we are, over a year later, I think. Um, PFL Dublin, the finals of PFL Europe, three arena in Dublin, of course, and Nate Kelly main event. How does that sound?
Yeah, man, it sounds good. I wasn't really expecting it. You know what I mean? I didn't know I'd get an opportunity like this early on in my career to headline an event in the Three Arena. But obviously PFL are putting a lot of trust into the young up and coming talent to do their job. So you know what I mean? I respect that and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go in on the night and make sure that I step up to the plate for the opportunity I've been given.
You said then about how you didn't expect it. When did you actually find out that you would be the main event? Because I think at first the graphic they released didn't have you as the main event, and then it switched around, so it was a bit confusing for the fans trying to figure out where everyone was placed. And I think now the running order is set in place, but they added a couple things in and switched some things around. So
Yeah, I didn't. I saw initially I was co-main event, and I was like, "See, you know what I mean? I don't like happy days, you know what I mean?" And then I just got a message to my phone. One of my mates sent it, or my sister, I think, sent it to my phone saying, "You're the main event. What the fuck?" or something like that. And I was like, "What?" And I ended up having a look, and the poster was taken down. So I was like, "Ah, they probably just made a mistake or whatever." And then post went up again, and there I was. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Whoa, like what the fuck?" But yeah, I love it, man. I literally think that I thrive under pressure. You know what I mean? I think that when I'm in them high pressure situations and all the lights are on me and I have to step up to the plate, like I always feel like I can rise to the occasion, and I love the feeling of having that pressure on me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good one. I can feel it.
one of the things that I think is great about the PFL that I think is a real selling point that they have because of the tournament format is that as long as you keep winning, great opportunities keep coming your way, right? And I think that you're a fantastic example of that because I remember when we had the PFL come over to the UK for the first time and they had the event in Cardiff that you fought on against Ben Ellis, and that was an exciting matchup on paper, but at the time, we didn't really know what was going to happen, regardless of if you won or lost on that night, right? And then you win,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, here comes another opportunity. And it's like you keep winning them, and then eventually, like going on to the Challenger series and getting a first round finish is like, okay, well, you've passed that hurdle as well. And so I feel like that's all of that comes together in this main event slot where the PFL feel like they can trust you to put on a show and to thrive under that pressure because you've done it three times in a row now. Like they kind of know what to expect from you at this point. Like, how has it been? Because I mean, the opportunities have been fantastic to go as those, and then to fight at. I know that it was the separate arena, but at Madison Square Garden, it's like you keep smashing it out the plate when they keep setting it up. So how has that been, this last over a year now with the PFL?
Yeah, man, it's been good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got the PFL opportunity on like 4 weeks' notice. I think it was after like I literally just won my fight in Malta, and then I knew that if I won the fight in a nice manner, I'd have the opportunity to compete in the Cardiff show. So I got it. So obviously it was a good buzz because it was under the circumstances. I went into it with a great enthusiasm and ambition, and you know what I mean. It was great, and then fucking had an unreal debut, and then I just started feeling. And I went for dinner with them and all after, and I just caught the vibe. They seem to be really personal with the fighters, and I enjoy that. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of have a better relationship with people when they're like that. They know where you stand, you know where they stand, and it's just good. It's good atmosphere to be in as a young fighter from my point of view. Obviously, I get the contender series slot, do a really nice job. Get told then I'm gonna get the MSG one. Freaking never thought in my life I'd compete there. Never mind. Only kind of had to start my journey, so I'm really, really grateful for that one. And looking back, that one was class, and all the opportunities they're giving me here, I've just like lit more of a fire under my belly each time. Like each time I get a new one, another fire is lit, another fire is lit, and they done it again. You know what I mean? They're to give me another little fire here with this Dublin card. So that's the fire in my belly that I have going into this one. I'm ready to step up to the plate again, do what I've been doing again. You know what I mean? Making sure that I come out with my hand raised by any means necessary, you know what I mean, and get that win. And most importantly, do it in front of my friends and family because I get sick if I don't win. And they're dragging them all to the show.
Like we touched on then about how it is just like kept getting, you keep winning and then it's like, oh well, here's another, really good opportunity. Have you had any kind of conversations about what a win in the Dublin card means? Because it does feel like, even though it's been really cool to see, you have that great debut, then you get an opportunity to go and fight on their Challenger Series, then the Madison Square Garden thing, and now main event in Dublin is a main event in the Three Arena is a fantastic reward on its own. But is there an incentive past just winning this fight and getting to fight in the main event? Is there another incentive to winning this fight?
For at this present moment, I don't care about anything else but just winning this fight. You know what I mean? Everything that comes after it will come after it in due time. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're gonna have conversations. You know what I mean? Get perspectives and all that jazz. But for now, I don't even give a shit. I just want to get through this fight, win this fight, and then I can start planning what's next. And then I can start seeing what's next because everything else in my life, bar this fight now, is just irrelevant. You know what I mean? So it's just an unneeded conversation to have at this point. We're close, just over 4 weeks out. So you know what I mean. We'll discuss that after. You know what I mean. But ultimately, I just want another step in the right direction. That's it. I felt like I'm trusting the judgment that they've given me this far. So I think they're building me up the right way, and yeah, I'm trusting in them. So I'm eager to do whatever. Like,
Yeah, it's been this Dublin card obviously being the finale of the European series. It's been really interesting to watch the PFL go strength to strength and also to see some of the fighters in it. I know that you've got some teammates in there and stuff like that, but to see some of those fighters that have been a part of the Europe series, go from strength to strength throughout the year, and then it's almost like, because you signed slightly earlier to a lot of the guys, that you've kind of been on a separate trajectory alongside the European series that now kind of comes together in this finals. Like, is the European series something you've had your eye on too much? I know that you said then about how this fight, winning this fight is the only thing right now on your mind. But have you been paying attention to it at all? Like I said, I know that obviously with it being in Dublin, there's a whole lot of Irish representation on this card. So I'm sure that just by being in the gym, you've been around these guys that are involved in it anyway. But yeah, what's your take been on the PFL in Europe?
yeah, man, I've been watching it obviously because I know the lads on it and I've teammates on it, and yeah, I've been watching it closely. Initially, man, I thought I was going into it because when I had my first fight in Cardiff, I was told it's a European qualifier placement fight. So if I won, I got into the European series. And then, like you said, I just went on a different course and kind of got the Challenger Series thing. Didn't then after that, I wasn't hearing them too much. I just knew that they weren't doing a featherweight tournament in the European, so I didn't really know too much then. And then they gave me the good opportunity then to, seeing as I'm not getting a chance to earn such good money, they still give me big moments. You know what I mean? Big moments in my career. So I'm grateful for that. And I don't know what the plans are next year for the European Series either. It just depends. Like, so for now, I don't think too much on stuff that may or may not happen. I just focus on what I can control, and every time, only thing I can control is myself day to day, rocking up the training, putting in the work, getting the fights, winning the fights, back to work. Then you know what I mean. That's all I can control for the now. Everything just happens in its own time. So, I'll just play my cards how they're dealt and see what way the European tournament works next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Um, One of the things that I love about whenever events come over to Ireland is because the talent in Ireland is so like, I mean, the depth is obviously there, but it's all, in such like a small condensed area for the most part. Everyone comes together, right, to help each other. And so when you've got these cards coming around, you've got multiple guys from the same team sharing these cards, whether it be when Bellator come over, even going back to when the UFC came over, a few years ago now. But of course, that is the same with this PFL card. You've got a bunch of Irish guys on there, obviously, but a bunch of guys that you know well. I mean, last week alone, I spoke to the other Nate Kelly from
Yeah,
your gym. So I know that it's a big card, obviously, for your gym as well. I'm sure I'll be catching up with Franz at some point as well, who obviously has a big fight in the finals and all that stuff. So how's the buzz been around the gym? Because, like I said, it always feels like Ireland coming together to kind of represent itself and with all the fighters within it when these big cards come over to Ireland, and they're always great events as well.
yeah. The buzz in the gym has been good because obviously Franz is in the final, Valentin is in the final. I'm fighting on it. You know what I mean? Young Nate's fighting on it. Like it's kind of like a nice coming together. It's like a wholesome day. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying it's
Yeah.
like a wholesome day. Two teammates could be European, not world, sorry, European champions, and earn themselves good money. Nate's getting a good opportunity to get his foot in the water and make it something out of this for himself as well under the big lights. And then I'm getting this big opportunity as well. And yeah, it's great, and we all know what we are like. We all know what we're meant to do, and we're putting the work in. And it's just going to be a great night on the night. I can feel it in my bones. You know what I mean? I just know it's going to be a great night where we're all putting the work in. And yeah, I'm just enjoying every minute of like the whole experience of fighting in general. I've been enjoying it a lot lately, especially with the opportunities I've been given. So I'm just like all the buzz we get through the team, the energy I feel like it all adds to my good well being in the sense of being a fighter. And yeah, we went out to the PFL were in the gym yesterday, so we had a bit of crack filming there. So that gets you a bit excited then as well. And we went out to the Tree Arena, got some shots and stuff done, and me, Franz, Valentina, and now we're walking away there. It's a good buzz doing it with your teammates. You know what I mean? It's good to feel like you're part of something, and a little bit of spotlight as well for all the work you've been putting in. So it's great to see me teammates enjoying it as well. And yeah, man, I'm just loving it all. All I can do now is perform, man. You know what I mean? It's hard to kind of like keep talking about like what you're gonna do. Like everything is just like let's just get in. You know what I mean? Like let's just get in and have the fight because we're gonna have the fight anyway. But the um, I'm looking forward to the fight week now. That's what I'm looking forward to. Definitely that'll be a good buzz. The energy runs through me at fight week. I swear to God, I'd be like a kid who's after drinking too much fizzy drinks. You know what I mean? Just fucking running around like half wired. You know what I mean? I love it though. You know what I mean? It's class.
Yeah, I mean we're recording this super early so that it isn't, because the closer you get, the more difficult it is for scheduling and stuff. So
Yeah.
we got a long way to go, man. So I can't imagine what you're going to be like by fight week. The excitement is going to be overwhelming. I think it's great as well that it's such like a second thought almost, but to have the card opened and then closed by yourself and younger Nate as well.
It's
Like
actually it's a funny coincidence, isn't it? Like
yeah, incredible. Like I didn't even cross my mind until the card came out that you were both in the same gym, and obviously I didn't expect him to be signed to the PFL and to be fighting on this card. So it came out and it was like, and then they switched the order as well so that you're main eventing and he's opening. It's like, okay, seems like someone had that plan a while ago and made it happen. So
yeah,
you know,
I
good
thought
stuff.
I thought it was good now. In fairness, and even the film we did yesterday with the PFL it was a bit of crack. Like they done like the All Star Mrs. and Mrs. face. The answer to the question: who's most likely to do this? Who's most likely to do that? You know what I mean? So we had a bit of laugh there. That was fun. In fairness, but yeah, no, it's great to see him, and he's been around so long. He's had a lot of attention on him in social media from a young age, and it's hard to deal with that. You know what I mean? And Nate's a good kid. He doesn't really let things bother him. You know what I mean? He knows what's meant of himself, and he's staying the course since that young age. And it's good to see him getting his chance now, and PFL looking to have a bit of interest in and developing him. And I mean, I really, really hope he smashes it for that reason. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to be in the public eye for all that long, and you feel like you have to do things to impress people, and you need to achieve all these things. But realistically, it's just staying the course, and your opportunities will come. You know what I mean? And he's done that, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Nate make his debut with them 100%.
Yeah, it should be great, mate. I'm excited for this event and I'm excited to see you close the show in style and cap off what I'm sure will be a great night for all you guys at the gym. I imagine I think this is how the PFL do their tickets. Do you have like a code that people can use, like a ticket link?
Yeah, so if you go into any of my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think I even have one there than fucking TikTok. If you go onto them, onto my profile, go to me bio, you'll get already discounted tickets. So when you click in, the tickets are already discounted, but they're locked, and you just need to type in the code all caps NATE, and then it unlocks the ticket, and off you go. The tickets are very good prices now. In fairness, like they're with the discount, they start from as low as like 30 going up to 100 quid, which is really, really good. I got good ringside seats for my family for cheap and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a great night. Get down to it if you are about and fucking show your support. It's gonna be 4 finals on the line as well. It's gonna be a great night of fights. Like people don't really know too much about PFL or Irish MMA or whatever like that. They don't even realize how much energy there's gonna be on this night. You know what I mean? All the fights, the event is gonna be big. I can guarantee.
Yeah, it should be wicked, mate. Like I said a few minutes ago, we got a long way to go, so it's difficult to like try and keep it under wraps and not get too carried away. But like I said, it's super excited for it, and yeah, like you said, I think it's going to be a great event and a great card to go with it. Appreciate your time, mate, and all the best with camp, and I hope the fight goes well for you, and we'll all be tuning in. So exciting stuff.
Appreciate that, my man. And as always, thanks for having me on. Yeah, you're actually a legend.
No problem, mate. No problem. Like I said, have a good camp, and we'll catch up with you after the fight or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Just give me a shout and just reach out and I'll get back to you. Yeah, 100%.
Sweet. Will do, mate. Have a
Good
good
man.
rest of your day. Catch you later.
See you later, man.